Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Cleveland. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They are led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020, national champion at LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Second down, Burrow. That's complete to all the tight ends. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down.
Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the count. Here, he'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop.
2nd and 6.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Now, Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. To throw is Burrow. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
All right, so in these third and short, third and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league might kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have fourth down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging fourth down decision. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense. Automatic first down.
First and 10 now from the 36. He'll drop to throw. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. From just shy of midfield, here's second down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll drop this one down to Judkins. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Judkins now on first and 10. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Jaden Hicks on the tackle. They'll come up here on second down and 5.
37-yard line.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on third and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Now this time they'll look to throw. It's a short throw caught by Njoku.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. They'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
That's good.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. They'll run it here, and here's Judkins. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
Down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Judkins is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the read, here's Burrow. He'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it. So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit.
And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the 1st quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a 1st down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Browns offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They have been one of the better teams in terms of throwing the football this year, and the numbers bear that out, and they've come out of the gates hot in this one. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Judkins. And he'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. They bring Chase in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
7-yard line.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll get that to all his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Brown. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll run the sneak. He stopped at the 11, but that is enough. A 1st down picked up as they are getting close.
1st down. A pickup of 2
I don't want to
yards.
take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals are back within 1. It's 7-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Is that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass. And there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came, and he's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll start out First down and 10. Here's Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Burrow gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
It's a gain of 10.
On first down, Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. Second down, they need 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Mason Brown. He gets in to record his second sack of this first half.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Their own 32-yard line.
Here we go, set! 70 Lions!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Back to throw. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
14 on the pickup. It's a Browns first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
He'll look to throw. That's caught! And he will get into the end zone. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Browns will take a 14-6 lead.
Bengals 6. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Bengals offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Higgins sent in motion. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
Now a give up the middle. And he'll manage to get to the 33. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
3rd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is hot. Finding Higgins. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Burrow to throw. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
They send the tight end in motion. They go play action for Burrow. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, Burrow. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll get down and avoid the hit. Gain about 7, setting up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Tight end going in motion here. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
At their own 16-yard line.
throw here to begin the drive. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Back to the air once more on second down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
At the 34-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Judkins. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Chris Jenkins, he's there on the tackle.
37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's second down and 6. He'll drop to throw. Catch is made. That is Williams. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Up the middle goes Judkins here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. That's number 40 on the season for him.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
At the 15-yard line.
And here comes Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Brings up second and 12.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one dimension.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This, about as short as you can get. McLaughlin's kick is good, and the Browns will now make it an 11-point game. It's 17-6.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense make their way out to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll begin here on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. at the 27-yard line.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Putting the tight end in motion. Second down, Burrow. He'll get that to all his tight end. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
3rd and 7.
Here's Burrow. This one deep downfield for Chase. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Browns offense about ready to take over once more. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Start on the ground with Robinson. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On the ground, Judkins. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's hot. Left side. It's complete. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Cleveland.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Cam Taylor-Britt on the tackle. A gain of 4.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. A run, and here comes Judkins. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. 21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The 1st down throw for Burrow. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Yards to go.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. They'll motion the slot man right. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10. They'll give it here to Judkins. Whoa! And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 17 yards. It's a Browns first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They run it once more with Judkins. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29. Here's 2nd down and 7. On the give, it's Judkins. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Oh, they run him in a flash, and he lost the football. And it is recovered by the Bengals.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10.
First down.
Slot man gonna move in motion left.
44-yard line.
On 1st down, Burrow. That's gonna be incomplete. For very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Myles Garrett in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. They'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Burrow now. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on fourth and long. A throw right side is intercepted. And good running on the return. That'll help him out at the ball right around the 45-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he will go all the way. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Browns. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year.
Is good. Makes the score Browns 24, Bengals 6. Chase McLaughlin.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, knock him down 23-yard line. Bengals offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They're obviously looking for, I guess, a moral victory at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of this game. This is probably going to be their last shot to get in the end zone. This drive will begin with first down.
1-yard gain.
Burrow here on second down. He'll air one out for Higgins. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Third and 9.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down. Now, Burrow. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will get the first down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the fourth. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
A loss of 2 yards.
Burrow throwing on 4th down. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on 4th down.
First down. First and 10.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And that ball incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down. Throwing is Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. Hit by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of a last-minute comeback.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
So the Dog Pound celebrates. It's a win for the Browns. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dog Pound's happy. It's a win for the Browns as we say farewell from Cleveland.